In our last video, I gave you a quick introduction to React.js, how we can create our first app, and we managed to create a Hello app using React. So guys, I want to take you through JSX. So what is JSX? So as you can look at my screen here, I have this funny syntax here. Constant movies equals to h2 Pokemon. So this h2 is neither string nor a HTML tag. So this is what we call JSX. JSX is just a syntax extension to JavaScript and is really recommended because it's used to design the UI of our React applications. JSX has got attributes. So the attributes of JSX, it includes, we can use quotes to specify string literals as attributes. And we can use curly braces to embed a JavaScript in an attribute. So for example, let me show you how we can use quotes to specify string literals. For example, you have a constant for the name element. Then you can say this one is equals to anchor tag, and then you can give it a href inside here. Maybe this is just a link to our website. Let me call it a link to our website, and then I can give href here. Now use quotes to specify the literals of an attribute. So we can say https maybe www.google.com, like that. This one is used to specify literals as attributes, and then we can embed JavaScript expression in an attribute. For example, we need to embed this Pokemon in this div here. Now I will just delete this up, and then I will embed it using curly braces like this. And then I call that name of the constant, which is movies here. Now when I save this one and then you go to my browser, you'll be able to see that Pokemon here. So that's how we have embedded that JSX to our div tag here. Now I can also embed this element so that we can have this link which you can just click on it. So you have this, let me just put this as a paragraph. Okay, and then I can just embed it here, element. Yeah, close it like that. Now when I save, you'll be able to see this. Now when I click on this link, it will just take me to Google because that link was for google.com. Okay, now having that in mind, there's something I want you to keep in mind. In JSX, properties naming convention is not the same as property naming convention for HTML. For example, in HTML, we use class if you want to define classes. But in JSX, instead of class, we use class name like this. So the naming convention, it uses camel case naming convention. So we start with small letters, and then you have the second word start with the capital letter. That's what we call camel case naming convention. And then another thing that I would like you to know about the difference between maybe HTML and JSX is that maybe when you're defining an image, so it normally has self-closing tag. So in HTML, we normally write img like this, img. Now when you close, it will have a closing img. But in JSX, it's different because you just have img and then you close it like this. And then now you can call your source here. Now you can call the source of your element there. For example, if it is HTTP something, you can just write it, the source there like that. So these are self-closing tag in JSX. In HTML, we had img closing img, but here we have self-closing tags in JSX. So that's what I wanted to show you about. And another thing, maybe before I leave, I just wanted to show you that JSX can have children. For example, we can have a div. Let me just delete everything here. We can have a div here. And then inside that div, we can have h1. Let me just write h1 and a paragraph. And maybe a paragraph below it. So h1 I can say, this is JSX. This is JSX. Then in the paragraph I can say, thank you for learning JSX. Thank you for learning JSX. Like that. Now when I save this one, you'll be able to see it on our screen. Those information being rendered here. So these are the children of this main div here. So h1 and paragraph, they are the children of the main div. So that's what I wanted to share with you concerning JSX. And then in our next video, we'll learn about components, how we create a complex UI by combining different components to make a beautiful, beautiful user interfaces using React.js. See you there.